everyone. Welcome. I just got done watching a few people, so ooh, I, I hope Moon is all right. I tuned in a little late to see her, and she missed her live. Hmm. Hope you're all right, Moon. Hope everything's all right. And hey, Shalama. So I see the tubes are a little active today and yesterday. And so we're gonna start with around five, I'd say 6 o'clock my time, when I tuned into Noodle. And hey Ariana. So Noodle Mash has made an announcement that she will not be tolerating anybody coming into her chat, turning it into a hate chat. So apparently, some people, as I reported last time, were coming in trying to involve Noodle in their fights with Jamie or whoever they have a problem with. And that's 100% wrong. So Noodle had to make it clear that she's not interested in getting in the middle of their fight. Hey, Jess Ruby. So Noodle actually, this is actually sad that she even had to say this, because they can't even have enough respect for Noodle. Hey, Tracy. They couldn't have enough respect for her to say, okay, we're gonna leave my friend Noodle out of my little beef. But no, they a few select people have to come into Noodle's chat and change the conversation from what the topic is to, I hate this person. Oh, I hate that person. Let's get Noodle in the middle of it. And we all know Noodle. She doesn't always look at her chat because she could be reading something, or so we can't just sit there and blame Noodle for this. But it came to her attention, and she admitted she talked to Jamie about it, and hey, she's not tolerating it. So if anyone wants to go over there and try this again, Noodle's just going to give you the boot. And Jess Ruby, she put a stop to it tonight. Noodle says, I'm not getting involved in your little beef with Jamie or whoever you want to throw my way. Hey, Robbie. And you can and she basically said that it's not my problem. And if you can't act like adults, hey Patty, welcome. Yeah, she's not gonna fucking allow it. So if people over here can't get along, I tell you to take the fight elsewhere. because I don't get involved in these little personal spats with people. 95% of the time. So please, if you like noodle mash, go back over there. Yeah, it's neutral ground over there. She's not putting up with it anymore. She's had a talk with several people that were being trashed in her chat. And she says she's not going to allow it. She's not getting involved in it. She's staying neutral. She doesn't want to start a problem and a big fight. So I just wanted to bring that up. I brought that up last time because I don't think, and I was 100% right. Noodle doesn't want, she doesn't start problems on this platform because she has enough of her own problems. She has enough of her own issues to deal with, besides people trying to drag her into other issues with other people. So I was someone pointed out Robbie's stream today. And I was like laughing. And I was like, huh. So people think AJ and Captain Kangaroo might be the same person. I was like, where have I heard that before? I heard the theory that, isn't that the truth, Patty? She has too many loony birds. She doesn't need any more. I'll give you a truth bomb for that. So I heard from Amy, she had this theory that Space Monster was Captain Kangaroo at one point. I was like, what? So it was like, okay. First Captain Kangaroo was Space Monster, Looney Space Monster. And then now it's AJ, okay? And I could see I could see the argument with the similarities in the speech pattern. And I could see the argument where Captain Kangaroo never went on camera. I'm sure Captain Kangaroo is hiding something. Of course he is. But until I see some proof that them two are the same, I'll keep it at that they're two separate people, but I do get the one argument tonight or this afternoon that, well, a normal man doesn't go obsessed like he does over someone he'll never meet. He seems like he's in love with her. That's the impression I got from watching the few clips I've seen. He's gone after me several times, and I was like, ew, you're disgusting, dude. You're fucking disgusting. And I saw like Krama Vault and aka AJ and whoever, and then her, and then the accounts that AJ admits are her. Yeah, he's obsessed, Robbie. He's definitely obsessed, whoever it is. He's obsessed with the what? He's obsessed with the woman that he'll never meet. He's apparently in Australia, and his name is Gus or something, from what I'm hearing. So, hey, Robin. So apparently, it's like everything AJ does, this Gus guy does. So it's like, I wouldn't doubt it, Robbie, if they were one and the same, but you need more data for that. It seems a little reaching to me, and it seems a little more of a conspiracy theory right now. But if it did come out that them two are one and the same, I wouldn't doubt it. It's she has done a lot of loony things. I'll admit that. I'll admit that she has done a lot of loony things, and she's not. And there's something that there's a screw loose with her. And I am gonna say that there's this channel going around. Let me see if I can get the exact name of it real quick, because I keep getting tagged. Hold on. Darn it. See here, go to comments. Krama Clown Buster. I don't know if this channel changed its name, but I'm hearing off the grapevine, this is just a rumor, that this is one of AJ's channels, along with Cole Casey or whatever. So apparently AJ is friends with Extinct Tube and Cole. They're a little bunch now. So they have these little channels that go around, Krama Clown Buster and everything. And let me read the people that are tagged. Okay. Lycan is tagged. Slamber is tagged. CJ is tagged. Jur is tagged. Queen Bee is tagged. I am tagged. The Krama Vault is tagged. Sally Ann is tagged. Siren is tagged. Dorothy is tagged. Let's see here. So I'm looking at a video I never watched before, because I don't care. I don't really care to listen to these little videos. But here's a little trivia question for you. Who's obsessed with clowns? Hmm? Who in this community is obsessed with clowns? Hmm? So I have a little short video. I'm looking at my screen. I don't want to get struck by AJ here. So I'm reading on my screen who's the biggest clown in Krama with the clown's face swirling on my screen. And it's really a stupid video, but everyone's getting tagged here. I'm sure Robbie got tagged too, so we all know who this is. We all know who it is. And these little videos that we're getting tagged in, they're kind of stupid. So when I get tagged in these, I don't even bother responding usually. It's just stupid. But since everyone's getting tagged in this, so the avatar is Clown Buster. All I have to say to this is grow up. These videos are the dumbest I've seen in a while. Poor quality. I'm not even laughing. I'm not even laughing at the content. I'm laughing at you for being jackass. It's just idiotic. So just wanted to point that out. So here's another one that I'm not even gonna okay. So Crown Clown Buster mentioned you in a short 3 weeks ago. So Pesky's getting tagged, Krama Vault, Scotty, CJ, Captain Kangaroo, me, Noodle Mash, Hooker, AJ's Space's main channel, TT, Just K. So who do we think this is? It's doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who's behind that. Same old behavior. Same old bullshit. Come on, AJ. Come on, Cole. You think you're funny? You're just annoying. Nobody watches your stupid little shorts. We get tagged, we just ignore you. We just tag. We get tagged, we ignore you, we don't say a word. And I said this before, AJ. I don't agree with some of the things Robbie said angry. Okay. Most of the things he says and does, he at least owns it. I'll admit, he's been pretty nasty to you. Okay. He's been nasty to some other people too. But here is the truth. You sat there, you got triggered back in 2021. I don't know if you got scared or what. So you decided to go real life on Robbie. You couldn't prove a damn thing as to threats because he didn't make any criminal threats towards you. He didn't threaten your life or threaten violence against you. You didn't prove anything in that affidavit of yours. So of course it had to be dismissed because there was a lack of evidence. Yes, he did raise money for an attorney. That's all. I'm not going to sit here and rewrite history. But if you still feel like you're the victim, you even went to Vegas to follow him to his wedding. All right. Now, that's not normal behavior. Okay. Yes. Yes, Maggie May. She is the one that followed him to Vegas. She claims, oh, that trip was pre-planned. Really? I don't know about that. I don't know. But it sure seemed creepy. The only thing I had an issue with Robbie with is the way he acted when me and many others in this community disagreed with him on the Tiffany thing. Okay? I had a different point of view along with others. It wasn't about that we didn't want peace. That wasn't the issue. The issue at the time was we had someone named Tiffany constantly with her knife out, attacking people, trolling people, including her ex-boyfriend. She was trolling Noodle Mash. She was taking stabs at me too. She was taking stabs at so many others in this community. And it seemed like Robbie didn't care about that. He just wanted peace for his own sanity and tried to force it on others. That was the issue I was trying to discuss on my channel. Now, I'm not going to sit there and hate Robbie here. What's done is done. But this obsessiveness from AJ is creepy. Stop it, AJ. Okay? We know that Flamber is not innocent in any of this. We know that some of these Karens like to rile you up. But just don't sit there and blame the usual people without any proof. Okay? I just want you, AJ, to function like a normal member of this community, if that's even possible. It's something called trying to get along with people. See, if I can get along or let things go with Robbie here, all right? I never hated the guy. Of course, I disagree with him. Of course, one night I got upset, a little upset because he was dragging a few of my friends, and I went up on his panel and told him to fuck off to his face. Yes, I did do that. I own that because I did do it. But I'm not going to sit here and tell lies about people I don't like or I have a problem with. That's not how I roll. I don't follow people to their weddings. I don't just hop on a plane uninvited just to stalk people. Oh, this is just getting to be a little much, you know? This is just getting a little much. So, all right. So we have a really triggered we got a really triggered lady who can't keep her mouth shut. She thinks because I decide to call out right and wrong and give my opinion on here with some facts, that she could go around and lie. Okay? Misrepresent the facts. Put them out of order. So let's get to it, shall we? So let me get my tablet and start reading, all right? Because she's nasty, nasty, nasty. You are triggered, triggered, triggered. So this is the girl who decided to show her man hands on her community post. Just so you know who this is, all right? So she decided to go after Missy K, deciding to look shame her and body shame her. saying, "We all saw what you look like, and you ain't no beauty queen." And then she says, "Oh my God, guys, look at my hands." I'm sorry, lady, they still look manly to me. Do I have to show you my man hands to compare? Damn, I just sneezed a bunch of times. I must be getting allergic to her. Okay, here's the next one. Oh my God. Will someone tell Bill he didn't do Jamie any favors? Does he not realize his post is a jab at him? Not that I care. Almost as bad as the other night when he literally called him gay and did not even notice it. Bill, nothing compares to the fact that you simped even after you got blocked because no one wanted you around. No one likes you. No one cares. You are the only one to ever simp that hard and never get a wrench. Your truth bomb clip is like the Wish version. Do you have any original thought? And the fact Jamie is white knighting for this clown says a lot. Hashtag embarrassing. Love, Miss Manhands. I did not literally call him gay and he didn't notice it the other night. Are you on something? Were you drinking? And my community post wasn't a jab at Jamie. It was a jab at you, dumb fuck. Get that in your head. Since you don't know how to keep your mouth shut, you sit there and lie. So she thinks everyone hates me, doesn't like me. Well, if you don't, I know there's people in this community that don't like me. I'm not naive about it. Do you think I care what Scotty thinks of me? Do you think I care what TT thinks of me? Do you think I care what a street rat thinks of me? Fuck no. Do you think I care what Natasha thinks of me? Fuck no. And do you think I give a shit what the big man, the one with the big man hands thinks of me? Fuck no. Let's get that straight. I don't care what you think of me. Slamber, I don't care. You're nothing but a fucking liar. You triggered old cow. So you sit there and you lie. You can't get over your ex-boyfriend. There we go. Bye-bye. Hey, Clover. So we're gonna read off her next set of accusations, shall we? She doesn't remember history right. So she's accusing, she's telling everyone, let's go. Oh, let me just put this on my screen. So I can read it. So I can just read this to you. She just thinks that she can mislead everyone and think that if she says something long enough, it's going to get me triggered enough to turn on everyone. Because, oh, they don't like me. So let's oh, now she wrote another essay. Yikes, 3 hours ago. Damn. So let's just I just can't find this one, so let's just get to it. All right. So Amber's accusing me. All right. She's saying that I simped for someone that banned me on this channel. And I laugh at that because that isn't true. That isn't fucking true at all. Guess who banned my ass? Hmm? Guess who banned me? That was Amy in January of last year. And she kept banning me when I was getting unbanned. Okay? That's just facts. That was in January of last year, and it kept going on and off for till June. So that isn't true. Jamie didn't ban me. Okay? Let's get that through everyone's skull. Okay? Now, I came up with a little alt sock, and the truth is, Jamie knew exactly who I was. I told him. Okay? So, Slamber, get that through your skull. Okay? Jamie knew exactly who I was in chat. And guess what? He never banned me. I was more than welcome in his chat. Okay? Slamber, you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that. But why would you know that? Why wouldn't you know that? Because your BFF at the time, which who can no longer stand your ass because you have truth telling issues. You two, he didn't want to deal with you two. He didn't want to have a fight with you two. That's just my opinion on it. I cannot. I'm not going to sit there and speak for him since I can't read his mind. But yeah, I'm sure it had something to do like that. But so in reality, I wasn't banned. Gotcha, Slamber. I may have not been able to come in under my main. But I was able to come in and comment, give my opinion, laugh, just like everyone else. Gotcha. He wasn't going to ban me because you and Amy had a problem with me. He wasn't going to get involved. So there's that. So now I'm gonna go to my community post real quick. And so back in November of 2022, yes, there apparently was some complaints about me being on Jamie's panel. Slamber is trying to make it look like it was the whole mod chat that ganged up on me. And she's trying to make it look like that everyone couldn't stand me and they wanted me gone. But that isn't true, is it, Slamber? That isn't true. I'm sure there was a few that complained. I'm sure of that. But you're trying to make it look like a bigger event than it was. I'm sure a few had a concern that is Bill trying to be like Mrs. Portland. So maybe they brought their concern to Jamie about that. Okay. Maybe I had to really think about that going back, and I says, maybe I could see how they could think that at times, but no, that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to take over anything. So, if anyone remembers at that time, Tiffany was still there, and when Tiffany came over, this was at the beginning, she brought some people with her. So I'm sure that a few of the people were from and complained were from her. And Money Mike, yes, I did lose my wrench over at Jamie's. It was totally my fault. I owned that already. It was one of the first wrenches I ever got, for the record. It was one of the first times I got a wrench. And here's what happened. I saw someone that needed to go, and it disappeared, and I hit the wrong person. What happened was was live chat went somehow to top chat, and I wasn't paying attention. But it's still my fault. I fucked up. It's on me. But you have to sit there and say, oh, Bill lost his wrench in 2022 over at Jamie's. Go fuck off. It isn't about getting a wrench over at Jamie's channel. Okay. It's not about going to a channel and trying to get that blue, trying to become blue. Okay. It's not trying to suck up. Okay. All right, Magic Mike or Money Mike, whatever your name is. I don't really give a shit because you are a piece of shit, by the way. Hey, Witchy. Oh yeah, we all done that. I'm a Clover, you know. We've all done that. We've all made our mistakes. We've all done that. You know, it's yeah, Lindsay last night timed out Spooky for how long was it? Most of the night. Apparently he can't, Witchy. Apparently he can't make it. So he decides, okay, we're gonna delete everyone without a wrench. We're gonna ban them. I remember that like it was yesterday. Yeah, I got banned too. And it wasn't even Amy. So Yeah, I was told by Jamie due to complaints, alleged complaints, that I should take a break. And yes, I'm gonna admit I did get pissed at Jamie. My point of view at the time was, could you have sent me an email not saying, please don't come up on panel, please don't come up, I'm getting complaints, I'll fill you in, I'll fill you in later. You know, here's the thing that people don't understand. I'm a very understanding person. It's Jamie's channel. He could do what the fuck he wants with it. He could have whoever the fuck he wants on there. It's just at that time, I thought I could have got a message. You get what I'm saying, ladies? Without him having to say it on his live. It felt like a slap in the face. Let's just put it that way. That's how I felt at the time. And I made the mistake. This is my mistake. I own it. I thought two people were my friends at the time. And I decided to, I was angry. I admit it. I said some things I didn't mean. And Amy and Slammer decided to use it against me once I fell out with Amy. That's what happened. And I owned it. Yes, I did say some things. And if I offended anyone, I'm sorry. You know, it's just what it is. But it wasn't. But here's the thing that Slammer things I forgot. All right. Slammer. Do you remember when Jamie said not to come up? Do you remember that? We had people that's a lot of these people that come to my chat. They says, oh, but we love Bill. Do you remember that, Slammer? A bunch of the ladies said we love Bill. We think he's funny. Do you remember that? Do you remember oh, and then I get a screenshot when Lonnie went AWOL. And guess who was talking smack? You were, Slammer. When Gladys, of all people, asked where I was, why I wasn't going on panel anymore. She asked Jamie a question. Nice, respectful. She wasn't talking smack about me. And guess what? How she responds to it. He doesn't know how to take a hint. You think I don't know that, Slammer? So even Gladys likes me. So I don't buy it. Okay? Slammer, you never showed any fucking proof of people talking mad shit. in my chat. Never. You just claimed it with Amy. Okay? I'm sure there were complaints. But you can't prove what you're saying. Okay? And you're not and you're trying to make it look like Jamie banned me from chat. Okay? From chat when he told me not to come up on panel, which is not true. You are a fucking liar, Slamber. That happened in right after I fell out with Amy. Remember? Do you have a memory problem? Oh, I don't think you do, Slamber. You just want to sit there and make shit up as you go along. You take a little grain of truth and you now at least with Amy, I'm gonna say this again. At least with Amy, I know all about her little hate campaign in my chat against me. I got several messages from people asking questions. I know all about that. I know all about it. But you know the thing about Amy is she does some of this shit, but at least after a while, it may take her 6 months, it may take her a year. But eventually, Amy gets that self awareness and thinks things over and says, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I shouldn't have lied. With Slamber, it's she did nothing wrong in her mind. I never seen her apologize for anything, to be honest with you. I never seen her apologize for shit. Okay. So, several hours ago, when I got on here today, I seen a meme of Jamie, and it wasn't a very nice one. And it showed me she was triggered as fuck. She put the rainbow dildo in Jamie's mouth. Wow. Wow. Shaking my head. So let's change the subject and go over to Eli. Now, my opinion remains the same with Tammy. I think this whole lawsuit thing is a troll. Tammy knew what Eli's business name was. Probably found out it expired and decided to use it, and then decided, okay, let's just. So I don't agree with that. All right, I'm just going to say I don't agree with it. However, I don't agree with someone going after someone's business. Look at what happened to Jamie. Just because someone doesn't like what they have to say on here, it's like a cancel culture. They decided to go after his income. Now, I don't agree with that whatsoever. You can cuss Eli out all you want. You can criticize Eli all you want. You can restream him, call him a few names within reason. I don't care. As long as you're telling the truth about Eli. I find Eli's content is cringe. Let's be honest here. Eli should come with a warning label. Do not listen to anything I have to say. Because some of the things that Eli has to say is dangerous. Let's be real here. Let's give him giving advice on HIV/AIDS when you go right on the internet and get different advice from a medical professional. Come on here. Eli is cuckoo. But you don't go do the real life thing by hiring kids to throw rocks at him in a park. You don't go to his town and call him the P word when that isn't even true and hand out flyers. We all know who another freak of nature. We all know who he is. We all know who that freak of nature is, decided to go to Jamie's house and do the same exact fucking thing. Well, Witchy, I heard differently. There's two different stories to that. So I'm just saying if it is true, it shouldn't be done. I heard that was Jay Cuck that did that. But yeah, but he is paranoid though, Witchy Nicole. You're absolutely right. Remember the incidents with the cars and the PT Cruiser? That was that's number one example of his paranoia. He thought the cars were following him. Or he just did that for show. We all know there's something mentally wrong with Eli. Okay, Mrs. Scott, thank you. So I guess that's a rumor. So okay. But here's the thing that I could see Eli making an argument, don't go after my business. Okay. All right. You got me there, Eli. Oh, so J Rom admitted he made it up. All right. Okay. All right. So Eli admitted, okay, so J Rom admitted he made it up. He's not very credible. He just likes to get people pissed. J Rom, in my opinion, is no better than Eli. He's just but here's the thing. I may not agree with Tammy suing Eli for what she's suing him for. But the other night, there was an epiphany in my head. So Eli thinks he knows everything, goes on his walks and screams, Tammy, 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 Tammy. Do the right thing. Do this. Do that. And this is not just a few times. This is not just a few times, but here's what the judge ruled. Okay? This is in the legal paperwork. Tammy's lawsuit was not dismissed for being frivolous. So what the judge ruled practically is Tammy has a legitimate argument. Okay? The judge is not saying to Tammy she's right or she's wrong. It's just that she has an argument to be argued in court. Okay? So the judge denied Eli's motion to dismiss. They have not been to court yet. It happens in 9 days. So Eli countersues for $10,000. So Tammy tries the same thing and says this is harassment. He says this is harassment. Please dismiss this countersuit. But the judge denies Tammy's motion. So what the judge is saying that Eli has a legitimate argument as well on this merits, on his merits. Doesn't mean Eli's right. Doesn't mean he's wrong. It's just how the court system works. There are two parties that have a dispute. However, the way Eli has been acting for the last, I don't know how long, he screams, Tammy, 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 Tammy. Perhaps Tammy should take a suit out on Eli for harassment. I'm sorry. But it's like, but some of his language, some of Eli's language sounds like he's trying to intimidate a complainant who decided to sue him. Trying to get her to change her mind, trying to say, oh, wah. And he's trying to, and he's up to his old tricks again. he's trying to get a bunch of people, the few people that go into his chat, and he says, I want people that agree with me and hate Tammy. Now, I'm going to say this right here and right now. I don't hate Tammy. Mm-hmm. I don't hate Tammy. I don't approve of the real life stuff, but that's no excuse to threaten her with CPS. Damn it, Eli. Grow up. You got to admit, when are you going to admit your place in this community? You are the cringe content. You are the entertainment. We laugh at you. And I went into his chat to see, I asked him a question. What's the difference between what Tammy did and his actions in the past? He banned me. And that's showing me he has zero self-awareness whatsoever. It's about him as usual. Poor me. He doesn't do anything wrong to anyone else, which is total bullshit. And we all know that. Look at what he did to the cause. He thought they were stalking him in the PT Cruiser. For fuck's sakes. I don't think that they would drive 5-6 hours just to go stalk Eli. It's utterly ridiculous. Probably more than that. I don't know how far they live from him, but it's utterly ridiculous. We all saw the tape. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he's improved somewhat. Mm-hmm. They're not that invested in Eli. So you're about 5 hours away, yet he accused you of driving around there for a week. Shit. You know, it's... Damn, you know, it's like... So he sits there and he screams, Pete, 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 Pete. Then he screams, Jamie, 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 Jamie on his live streams. Now he's screaming, Tammy, 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 Tammy. And he can't shut up about it. He won't even fucking shut up. Are you kidding me? Witchy? So on tonight's stream, he said Mrs. Cow is mentally unstable. Oh, no, mentally ill. Oh, dear. His mentally ill accusations again are like... So everyone's mentally ill except for him. So everyone is mentally ill. So Jamie's mentally ill. Mrs. Kai's mentally ill. Witchy Nicole's mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. Yikes. Everyone over here is mentally ill, but Eli's a saint. Fuck that shit. No, the only mentally ill person I see is Eli. Now, Red Door Woman thinks he has narcissist personality disorder. Now, I don't know about that because I don't know about that because I see the paranoia in Eli and the hyperness. You know how he goes on his walks and he acts like all hyper active. He needs to go on medication. I swear. But getting through to him is like, yeah, I hate to speculate too, Witchy. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mental health professional. Yeah, we can clearly see it. We can clearly see there's something mentally wrong with them. But here's the thing: there could be multiple things wrong with him. There could be multiple things wrong with him. So here's the thing that people don't understand. All right, about civil lawsuits. All right, people understand that when someone gets arrested, everyone's seen this in TV shows like Law and Order. They are read their rights, their Miranda warnings. They are heard their Miranda warnings, and and what the police tell you is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And we see these videos on YouTube where defendants don't listen. District attorneys love it when criminals don't pay attention. They don't listen to their Miranda warnings. We see videos of them talking in arraignment court. Some of them even confess to the judge during arraignment. Some of them even confess. Some of them even act a little loony. But the judge even warns them these proceedings are being recorded and can be handed over to the district attorney. Okay? Now, the difference in civil court is when you are served. Okay? The difference is when you are served is anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. It's the same concept. But here's the thing, you are not really read your rights. There may be a small paragraph on the bottom of the papers you were served, but nobody has to really read you your rights. This is the thing in the civil. arena. So what Eli doesn't realize is when he goes live on YouTube, bitching and whining and talking about his case before it even gets to court, that Tammy can download everything and it can be used against him in court. Does he not get this? So Eli sits there and wants to sit there with the intimidation techniques and the harassment because he's triggered that he's getting sued in the first place. So he files his counterclaim and he can't stop talking about it. So anything he says can be used against him. Now, if he wants to keep it up and he wants to continue talking about it, all the power to him. But if Tammy loses, which he has a possibility of losing, her suit, okay, there's no guarantee Eli is going to win his suit. There's no guarantees when you go to small claims court. I'm no lawyer either. I'm not a psychiatrist. However, you could think your case is going to go one way, and the law is like a gray area, which I think the law in this case is like gray. There's like some gray areas in it. And we can't be really predicting the outcome. Or both of them could win their cases, and the money Tammy wins is deducted. Anything could happen. Now, Eli is a very cocky person. He thinks he's better than everyone else. That's one trait I got over the last 2 years by watching the restreams. He thinks his self-importance is off the charts. So he thinks he's going to get away with his actions, his temper. In a way, he's improved on the temper, but he's still has a lot of work to do, and a lot of work to still do. It's so if Tammy actually loses, or even if she wins, she has the option of suing him for harassment. And she can go for the whole $10,000. Because Eli cannot keep his mouth shut on YouTube and talk about something else. Now, if I was getting sued in small claims court or civil court, I'd probably listen to my lawyer's advice and keep my mouth fucking shut until the case is litigated. Then, after the case is litigated, then I'd push the live button and talk all about it. Because I have nothing to lose after a case is litigated. Right? But Eli can't even do that. Here's the thing. Absolutely witchy. He gets into these manic episodes and has a hard time controlling himself. When's he going to learn? When he loses a lawsuit and has to pay $10,000 or more to someone because he can't control himself? Yeah, he's gone, Witchy. She is gone. Yeah, she gets banned from Jamie's. How many times already? I'm not letting her stick around. She thinks she could go around from channel to channel trolling. When Jamie or Noodle doesn't even want her around. It's so sad, isn't it? I gotta wipe my crocodile tears because just because I don't agree with the lawsuit over. Here's the thing. Let me just make this clear. All right. Tammy has the credentials. All right. If Tammy has the credentials, why? Let's just say this for argument's sake. So Tammy has the credentials. Why can't she come up with her own name for her own business, her own life coaching? I'm sure Tammy could do a better job any day than Eli can. I'm just saying. Why does she have to use what's it called again? The Genuine Networking Association? Is that what it's called? Why does she have to use that name and Eli's logo? That's just the point I'm trying to come across. Why use that name? Why can't she come up with her own logo, her own name, apply for a business license in Florida, and just compete with Eli? She'd probably get all the business. I'm just being fair here, Witchy. I'm just being real fair. I'm being fair. She'd probably get all the business. People will be watching her and ditching Eli. It's. But instead, she decided to use. Okay, yeah. All right, Witchy. Yeah. I get it. But here's the thing. Why apply for a business license in California when she doesn't have one? I get it. You know, the business in California, business license in California is what gets me. That's what I'd ask if I was a judge on this case is, okay, you live in Florida. Okay, I'll get that. I'll give her that. But you don't have to sit there and troll a son of a bitch just for the principle. You know, we all know he doesn't make any money or doesn't make much money off his genuine network association. But here's the thing: if he does file his taxes with it, that's the gray area of the law I'm talking about. If he is telling the truth at all, we all know Eli has a credibility issue when it comes to telling the truth. So And the other issue with Eli is we all know that he's a big candidate for contempt of court. We all know how he acts on his streams. He wants to be in control. And he likes to scream out, talk out. He gives me the impression that he'll talk out of turn. And the judge is going to have to lay down the rules. But the issue with the court would be, Witchy, did he ever have one? Did he ever have a business license or a DBA under that name? And if he didn't, okay, for argument's sake, then Tammy could do whatever the fuck she wants. Oh. We'll find out, because I tried to do some searches, and all the documents one time came up. I had to do a FOIA request for them. So people get the wrong idea sometimes when they do public searches on public databases. They think, oh, do a public search, like with licensing and everything, and then all the paperwork and the database comes up. Ooh, I gotta listen to that, Witchy. But you still have to admit, Witchy, it was pretty rotten of Tammy to do. But even if that is true, but at the same time, I do hope Eli gets what's coming to him. It's just I don't like this. I'm not a big fan of this real life stuff anymore. You get what I'm saying? Who is to be the judge of who gets to go real life? Who gets to be the moral authority over? So look at what happens to Jamie. Someone says, "Oh, let's go real life on him." This is just the reason why I'm critical of Tammy. I don't agree with everything she was doing at first, but at the same time, you get what I'm saying? At the same time, Eli doesn't have the right to harass her nonstop. Oh dear. See here. Oh, now she's triggered again. Oh, poor Slamber. She made another community post. So here she goes, laughing again. This is spot on. Yep, you don't care. I'm obsessed. Meanwhile, because 7 or so hours was not enough last night. So you've been at it all day today. But you're here, Slamber, continuing to make community posts. You're continuing. Now, we wouldn't really care if you shut the fuck up. You wouldn't be giving us content. You got it. If you moved on to your true crime content or whatever. So, okay, everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I just wanted to get a few things off my chest and correct Slamber yet again. So, all right, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and my Cash App and PayPal are always open. So, okay, bye bye.